Good evening. Yeah, it was a warm one out there today, and we're going to continue with this warm trend at least for most of the week. We will have to watch for some storms at times this week, but for now it looks like our 4th of July is going to be dry and less humid as well. Look at high temperatures. Reached 90 degrees Norwood down to Providence and surpassed that across New Bedford. Rest of us inland in the 80s. 77 though, that high temperature in Boston. And for areas along the coast, we kept a sea breeze, and right now it's pretty comfortable if you're along the coast with that wind working in off the ocean water at 64 degrees. You have a lot of these temperatures along the coast in the upper 60s. While inland, we are in the 70s. So a mild evening is on tap. A light to calm wind across the board, and that will continue through the overnight. Our dew points are still in the 60s, so there's just still that hint of mugginess that is in the air, and that will be with us for tomorrow. So as we look at our temperature trend, we continue to fall this evening into the 60s, and by tomorrow morning, we're waking up with temperatures that'll be in the low 60s. Because we'll have a slight southwest wind, we'll have some areas of fog that are going to redevelop, and that'll mainly be across the south coast, the South Shore, Cape, and the islands, where I think you'll have the thickest fog setting up. So we start out in the low 60s, but then tomorrow with high pressure just nearby, that's going to continue to promote some warmer temperatures. In fact, we'll have plenty of sunshine around, maybe just some mid and high level clouds, and look where those temperatures head into the upper 80s, low 90s inland, but keeping it cooler on the coast. We'll keep with that theme in the upper 80s near 90 degrees into Tuesday. The heat and humidity is going to help to fuel some storms. We'll take a closer look at that ahead.
Out in terms of the forecast.
Southern New England just comes alive this time of year. Isn't it just fantastic? Now, it's going to feel a whole lot like summer, as it should this week. We will have warmer temperatures. The humidity is going to be on the rise, especially Tuesday, and the heat and humidity will help to fuel some storms. The best chance for storms is going to happen on Tuesday, and it's going to stay warm for a majority of the week. We look at the high temperatures today. It was toasty out there and hot in Norwood down to Providence and New Bedford. 77, though, in Boston with an onshore breeze, so that kept temperatures down there. Here's the thing, as we get going through the start of the week, I think temperatures are going to be on either side of 90 degrees in the upper 80s to the low 90s, possibly right near 90 degrees Monday and into Tuesday before temperatures get closer to average by Friday. But it does look pretty nice for us for our 4th of July. We look at radar and satellite. We have a cold front that is off to our east. We haven't been tracking anything today. It's been dry, and tomorrow's another dry day with high pressure over southern New England. We'll have this front that's down to our south, and what's going to happen is by Tuesday morning, it lifts through as a warm front. This is going to increase the humidity, and then behind that, a cold front slides through later on through the evening, and that is going to come in this environment that's just prime for storms, give us that chance that a few storms could be on the stronger side. So severe risk looks like this. Pretty much all of New England is under this marginal risk for storms, level 1 out of 5. So any storms that do bubble up, potentially 1 or 2 could turn severe. Our biggest threats here are going to be damaging straight line winds and the potential for some small hail. We look at future forecasts. Here's as we go into tomorrow, especially across southeast Mass and South Shore, South Coasters, Cape Cod, and the islands. You're going to have some areas of some thicker fog that is going to continue to redevelop. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds tomorrow. I think the farther north that you get, that's where you get more sunshine. Farther south, a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. And then as we get into Tuesday, here's where we have some more cloud cover bunching up. Waking up in the morning, there's your chance for a few showers. We'll get a little bit of a break. This will fuel more instability with some sunshine, and then you'll watch this line of storms that's going to slide through the afternoon and evening, and this line indicating that damaging wind is going to be a threat. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that one and see how it evolves over the next 24 hours. We look at our current temperatures. We're in the 60s and 70s. It's cool along the coast. It's 68 degrees, 70s for our inland spots. There is not a whole lot of wind, and that's going to be the case through the overnight. So temperatures dropping into the 60s, a lot of low 60s within Metro West. Areas of fog redeveloping for us tomorrow morning, and then temperatures take off with sunshine and clouds tomorrow. We're in the upper 80s to the low 90s. I think near 90 and into the low 90s for areas near and south of the Mass Pike. While along the coast, we're going to have an onshore wind, so temperatures are in the upper 70s to the low 80s. 70s and 80s make it a great beach day. Just remember that UV index is running high, so about 15 to 20 minutes is all it takes to get a sunburn. There's your dew point trend, and it shows it's ticking up on Tuesday and pretty much staying with us on Wednesday and Thursday, but it gets more comfortable come Friday. Look at this bubble of heat across the Midwest. They're in the 90s on the 4th, but look at us. We're closer to average near 80 degrees, but temperatures rebound next weekend.
Thanks, Melanie.